and then get back to doing the laundry or whatever you need to do. Okay, it's just that simple. So we're going to get you that information. I'm so glad you asked that. We're going to work that out.
Okay, yes. You were talking earlier about hair, and you mentioned copper, and you may have mentioned a few other minerals, and I don't think you mentioned where to get that from, and I was wondering if spirulina or seaweed would be a good source for that type of thing.
Right.
And then I want you to speak quickly on sodium lauryl sulfate found in hair products and everything. So.
Okay, with regard to seaweed, I'm glad you mentioned that. It's hijiki. Hijiki is the seaweed to help maintain the color of your hair, okay? But where you find these things is your first choice should be your community health food store, voila, right? Voila. And if I don't have it, say, look, I'm coming back in a couple of days, can you get it? Don't say, where else can I get it? Because I'm obligated to this. Well, you can go to Whole Foods, but they ain't got no love for you, right? No. Okay, so what we do is we want to help support those institutions that support us, and I guarantee you, Whole Foods is not going to have a forum like this where they're working on helping you get your health together. So again, just force my hand. Say, look, I want to get it next week on Wednesday. Make sure you have it, and we'll do it. Pay for it up front. Because some of y'all order the stuff, and then I don't see y'all. Okay, but so that's where you can get many of those items. Okay.
Hi, I'm a school teacher in Baltimore City, and I'm not being attacked, but it is a lot of stress in the school system, as you know. I have now been put on blood pressure medicine, and I'm getting...
You mean the children are stressing you out?
It's administration
it's
and
the
children.
Administration and
yeah, well, if you didn't see, but it's been national news that a teacher got attacked in Baltimore. Yeah. So it's a lot of stress, and we get it from not just high school, but the babies are starting. And I have first grade, so I can tell you firsthand.
Do you find that the way that they eat in the morning makes a big difference?
Big difference. Big difference.
And then lunch. After lunch, is it some things going on?
Worse. It's worse after lunch.
Some things going on.
Yes.
Has everybody here seen the movie Super Size Me? Yes. Okay, they did an entire experiment with a school where the children were fed differently. And the problem school where children were stabbing each other and they had metal detectors changed dramatically. Now it's a magnet school because they're making the children's food fresh, not giving them any preservatives anymore. It makes a huge difference. Now, as far as your stress level, you need to come do some yoga, girl. We're gonna work it out. We're gonna dance it off. Okay, so you come and see me.
Thank you. I will.
You know what? Before we get to the next question, there's something that you can do. And you can do this all day long, and it'll help you tremendously with pain and with other ailments inside of the body. Deep breathe. Yes. Deep breathe. Stop breathing from here up. We're gonna breathe? Y'all ready to breathe? All right, everybody, let's take the deepest breath that you can. Breathe in as much as you can.
Nose. In and out of the nose.
Oh, it's out of the nose. I didn't tell y'all to exhale. Y'all supposed to be holding. Deep breath, inhale, and exhale. You're healing your body. Now I'm going to give you something else that's going to heal your body. And these are things that we can do in the quiet of our own home, but you can do it right here because it's so much easier. Now, touch the person next to you. Touch their flesh. Where? Oh, on the hand. On the hand. We are not about to have Mike Bailey on CNN tonight. Touch somebody and deep breathe.
I got this on camera. Yes, I do.
Now you can start talking about getting rid of some of that medication. You'll find that you're going to start healing yourself. You'll be like, man, if I just touched you more, rather than argued with you.
Right. Let me come back to you, I promise. I'm not in a hurry, by the way. I'm never in a hurry for my people, man. I'll be here as long as I gotta be here. It's one thing that, who's the lady who wrote Post-Traumatic Slave Syndrome? Dr. Joy Leary.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, deep.
Deep in it, Dr. Joy Leary wrote a book called Post-Traumatic Slave Syndrome. And she said something during her seminar I thought was just profound. For all the fellas in here, pay close attention to this. Because she talked about the difference between the way, let me just not give it away. If you and I are two white men, nothing against my white brothers who are here, if you're here. When they greet, they do what? And I have never seen this man in my life. How will two black men greet? This is what we keep disconnecting from as black people. We need to touch each other. What do you hear women complain about? My man doesn't touch me. What the example she just gave. You gotta touch and breathe. We gotta understand, man, we gotta have that connect. We lost our connection. We lost it. That's,
you know, Mike, when you go to
now.
Brazil, you've been in Brazil.
Where's this going?
Never mind.
Moving right along to the next point.
What I was gonna say was the whole time I was in Brazil, if I were in a room full of these many people, it would take me an hour to get out of the room.
That's right.
Because everybody has to kiss on both sides of the cheek.
Yes.
Everybody has to greet you that way. No matter if they just saw you earlier that day, you're gonna have to kiss on both sides of the cheek. It's a very African thing. It's a very solidarity thing. So maybe we just need to get back to that. Stop ignoring each other. How many times you walk down the street, you just walk past the person, or two brothers see each other? What, are you gonna fight? What is that? So this is a great thing, Mike.
It's the reason why the show has grown. I always say the show because I put you all into it. This is the fastest growing, highest rated black show in the history of, it's higher rated than any white show. This is the biggest show in the history of radio.
And we got it right here.
Because once you tune into it, I got you.
That's right, that's
You're
right.
like, well, I can't say it today, but what do you say? It's because you all feel the love of what I'm trying to give you every day, the passion that I'm trying to put out, and everybody wants to be, they don't want to miss it. And so that's why the show is important. I'm going to say this again. I'm not staying. I got other things I want to do. You all have got to take advantage of this opportunity. We're reaching millions of people every day. Can you imagine? They did not want me to do this with this microphone. We're not supposed to be here. This is not a concert with people out the door. Right. We're talking about help. Look at this room. This is what they don't want. But it's too late because I work too much money to them now. But I'm using that as a vehicle to put these folks. I had never, you know how I met Doc Diamond? Excuse me, sir, I'll be back.
In Brazil.
Where are you going with this,
In
Mike?
Brazil. Let me tell you how I met these two. MingleCity.com, the website. Now, a lot of people, I designed this website for one purpose, to connect with people. A lot of people are like, I can't believe you answered my email. Every time anybody emails me, bam, they get one back like 5 minutes later. I know they like somebody else, right? She knows. Dr. Amin sent me a picture, nothing seductive. She just said, I'm a doctor, I belly dance, and I want to come on your show to talk about belly dancing. So I looked at it for a couple of days, I guess, and I got back to her. I said, I was busy. You know, I'm like, you fine, but I was busy, you know. But I said, boy, this would be really great to have somebody on the show. I bring her on, she's great. She introduced me to this guy, he's great. And you just keep me, this is what business is all about, relationships. This is why we can't get ahead in business. We don't know how to build relationships. That's why personal relationships are broke down. We don't know how to build relationships. I know how to build relationships. Your wealth, and we're gonna come back and do a seminar. You all worry about this money. It don't change nothing. I got millions. I'll give it up in a minute to be right here. Why did I not go see Barack Obama today and get a chance to bling in front of the future president? Hey, he gonna be all right. But had I not shown up here today, our leaders are not making us a priority.
That's right.
They don't care.
That's right. So let's put our hands together for.
They don't care. All right. Come on, woman. Let's get back to this.
This question is for Dr. Arden. I was diagnosed